Each April, the population of Lewiston swells to over 3 times its actual size. Since 1979, the annual Fools 5 Road Race has raised nearly $2 million for cancer research. One of the original co-founders, Gary Mills, said the event started out as a small way to raise some money for cancer research.
Well, back in 1979, one of my track athletes by the name of Dan Reinbold wanted to have a road race in Lewiston. Road races were kind of getting popular at that time. They were kind of popping up all over. And I said, yeah, let's do a road race, but I'd like to have a cause. And cancer, seemed to be a lot of cancer in Lewiston at the time. My 2 boys, their babysitter had passed away from cancer. Her name was Kim Huntercook, and the female award is named after her now. And then my neighbor right across the street, Ed Kessler, had just passed away from cancer, so it seemed like it was close. Cancer was close to me, and so that's how we got the cause in there. And we had a little over 200 runners, and we raised over $2,000 for cancer research the first year. So that's how it kind of got started, and that just kept growing and growing. And you know, I think everybody's been touched by cancer, so you know, pretty soon families would come together, and you know, somebody in the family would have cancer, so they'd all get together and come. And so I think the cause is why it's grown so much. But I feel sorry that for people that have not been here, because for Little Lewiston, this is probably the greatest thing that happens in Lewiston right now. And the whole community really comes together. Everybody gets involved. As you see, look at the workers that you have, and everybody wants to be a part of it now. And they kind of just, you know, 37 years ago, it's kind of you picked up a family here, picked up a volunteer here, and it kept going and kept going. And now you look at Little Lewiston bringing in, you know, I don't know, over 3,000 runners probably today, and you know, the population is what, 1,400 or so. You know, it's really good for the community, and it's such a good cause. And you know, we haven't got a cure. When I started this, I thought, boy, we'll have a cure someday for cancer, and we don't have a cure. But I see a lot of people that are cancer-free that are walking around. There's one right there.
The children raise so much money themselves. Every year they raise so much money. Scott Schmaltz, he was part of that raising of the money by him volunteering to dress up in different characters, if you say, in different outfits. The children just grasped that and tried to make him look like a fool himself for that part of it.
About 14 years ago, Mr. Gary Mills, who's one of the founders of the race, asked me if I'd like to be a part of the committee, and I decided yes, I would. A few years after that, he retired from teaching, and our money that was brought in from our kids through the elementary and the intermediate school was really down. So I started a challenge with the kids to dress me up as the biggest fool in Lewiston after Mr. Mills retired, and since that point we averaged roughly between $6,000 and $7,000 with the kids dressing me up and getting me this year Peter Pan. Years past, so lots of different things. I'm a Viking cheerleader, and I'm a Packer fan, so that was a fun one. I've had a wedding dress on, a bikini and tutu. I've been Larry the Cable Guy, Hannah Montana, lots of different things. So 13, I've been doing it now the 13 years. This year Peter Pan, so a figure skater last year, so it's been enjoyable to do that.
I've been at small races, and they just, and for benefiting something, and they just didn't turn out, you know. And this one, year after year, like, what's this been going since 1979, I think, and it's amazing. It's like, it just year after year, just these people keep coming back, and they bring more friends and the kids, and it's not about running to me. It's like, it's just families, and they see what everybody's doing, and what you can do is just run for somebody and in your heart. And
how many years have you guys been doing this for?
I'm at 9.
You're at 9?
Yep. I think Tom's around 28.
28
or above that.
28 or more years that I've done this.
How big of a priority is this? Is there anything that you would miss this race for?
Not that I can think of.
$84,000 was raised at this year's Fools 5 Road Race, and that money again goes towards cancer research. It's distributed through the Eagles Cancer Telethon and the Gunderson Medical Foundation. And I want to thank Ty Schwartzlow and Matt Lambert of HBC Sports for filing that report for us.